Alright, welcome back to the... what's this mission even called? Welcome back, we are continuing a new venture on the 8th Dawn New Trailblaze mission. I am really tired right now. Like, as I mentioned last week, I'm recording this video right after recording last week's video, which also means I'm recording this at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, so sorry if I'm just gonna kinda like be... I was quiet in the last video, I realized that. I'm most likely gonna be quiet in this video too. Again, I'm really tired.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
I mean, again, there was the whole monkey
if
fiasco.
that were indeed the case...
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
Oh, that's right, they said this in the special program that Ting Yun's... well, no, it's not Ting Yun, it's not her name, it is Ting Yun. I don't know, it's strange. Yeah. The real Ting Yun, not the Fentilia Ting Yun.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Yeah, there she is.
Or these ladies?
That's weird. What's going on?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Really? I couldn't tell. Oh, thank God.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
Alright, screw them. When the fuck are you becoming a playable character? They've been teasing it since 1.1.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason. I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
Yeah, because Madame Herta does seem to know, you know?
Could there be more to it? Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
Are you ready? So, one, that would either mean that the flame chasers are not your ordinary path riders, or two, you're insinuating emanators are present there, which I would not surprise, which would not surprise me either. Yeah, emanators. What I say? I swear to God, the eons are there. Jesus Christ. I'm just saying this. If the fucking next chapter is also written by the same people who wrote Pentagon, which is a bunch of the heartbreaking chapters in Honkai Impact, including the one where Himiko dies. If it's the same writers for the next one, which I would not be too surprised about, because again, it's dealing with the flame chasers, I think we should be scared.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
You know, one thing I always forget with like the Herda coming out or whatever, which you know I am not pulling for. I always forget that Herda is an emanator. Like, I was looking up, like, okay, are there any playable emanators right now? Because I knew of Acheron, but are there any others? Right? And Herda popped up, and I was like, wait, Herda's an emanator? Herda is an emanator. Excuse me?
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the
yeah.
fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yeah.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express
no.
volunteered to send her back home?
Destiny Brain Rot is hitching in again. I've had so much urges to go back and play more Destiny right now. Like lately, it's ridiculous. And then right there, I was seeing like this symbol on the back of Skrull's head, and I immediately just thought of the fucking Bray Corp in fucking Destiny for the Exos. I'm not now. I will not play Destiny. I cannot get locked back into that right now. No, there's too much other stuff going on.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
I don't know. This last vacation, these last couple vacations, throughout this little time span, were, let's see here, the massive crisis on Penacony, the outbreak of the whatever they are, the wolf things. I already forgot right? But the outbreak of the wolf things and that whole deal with the Xianzhou. It's like, these vacations haven't been really relaxing so far. It's mainly just been one conflict after another. Oh yeah, there was the banana monkey weird Dr. Primitive thing. I don't fucking know.
So,
Now
is
what the fuck is
anyone
going on?
gonna tell me what's going on?
Sunday.
March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically.
Why me? Sparkle is the only thing I can think of. Yeah, hey, fuck if I know.
Not now. Of all times.
Fuck if I know.
Forget it. walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Oh, wonderful.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
Motherfucker.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how
Why
we got
would-
into this problem.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
Fuck, does that make any sense?
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
Sunday.
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Bash him over the
It's
head.
been a while, everyone.
Bash him over the head.
You! What's going on?
Trailblazer, take out your bat and hit him.
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Bash him over the...
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
I don't know, but I guarantee you this. Oh yeah, he was the first one who met. I completely forgot that Wilt was the first one who technically met Acheron. And he 100% from the first moment realized that she was just a version of me. Like, oh god. That still plays in my head whenever I think about it. Like, I can just think about it, and that entire scene just plays in my head, dude. When she's like, when she finally says her full name. That it literally is right in me. You know, it's like...
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Tingyun to
I
her.
experienced far too
normal
much
self.
heartbreak back in Hong Kong. In fact, I don't need more.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Tingyuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Oh, wonderful. Can't wait to see how this goes.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
What suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting-Yun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yun to come together to form the Ting-Yun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper.
This is a different voice actor, isn't it?
I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
I don't know if you want March negotiating for you. I don't think that's really the best decision there. Don Hung, or hell, even the Trailblazer. Definitely Welt. Himiko. You know, all of them make perfect sense. Not Marsh.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
Absolutely not.
Hey! You better not be referring to the part about my wits surpassing many others.
I was making a joke about that though. Why'd the game just call me out? Hold on.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
No. Not really. In fact, technically we saw her neck snap. But... and everyone used that as their thumbnail for that video. Including me.
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know we were the ones who...
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting-Yuns here.
I don't know, can't you just use your harmony/order site to figure this shit out?
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal.
Honestly, I don't mind the new voice.
But then
It
again,
fits still.
gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day?
No. I'm sorry. I'm allergic.
That sounds like a good idea.
Silver
If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Ting-Yuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. Be
Really?
able to get a word in.
Really?
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Well, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Ting-Yun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into nodes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Ting-Yuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Jesus Christ, how many different aspects does she have?
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
Yeah.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the Dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Ting-Yuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Really? It's not like they all look the exact same. I can see why it would be difficult to identify her. Alright.
Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky.
No, oh no. I know what that story is. I know what that's referring to. Oh, fuck. It's 2 in the morning. I did not want to experience some more heartache.
I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should we get someone to watch over her?
You gong.
I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
Is the like more reasonable one hiding somewhere? Or like,
Oh, were you all looking for me?
thank you.
Oh, were you all looking for me? Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is... it's nothing special, really.
Somewhat normal thing you. Sure, I guess.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage...
Gravitational disintegration. That is 100% something he can do, though. Again, as clearly shown off by his playstyle, he can summon a black hole. So yeah.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that.
No, there's 100%
You're
need for
acting
that.
so sincere. I'm actually surprised.
No, listen, there's complete need for that. Well, just hold him in place with the gravitational field for the time being, alright?
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
Alright, what's gonna happen here? Go. That's not creepy at all. Oh, that is not.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Fantilia? Question mark?
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Fantilia. Oh, shit, cutscene.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Man, she looks fine. I mean, what?
Tingyun, you're finally back. You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
I will say, I was, because I did see, like, the drip marketing and everything, right? I was tempted to pull for The new Tingyun, right? But then they put out the Euphorious teaser with the flame chasers, and I was like, yeah, sorry there, Tingyun. I need to save up some credits.
Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
Uh-huh.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Well then, apparently the dreamscape is not safe. Why did my mouse just go to the center of the screen?
Don't be afraid.
What's going on here?
What is this place?
The space station.
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
I don't know, they always like reusing the same path whenever it's like, we need to go somewhere mysterious. Fugue. That's what she's called, I forgot.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it, but if she says it's possible, then it must be.
And, run,
Excuse
say a
me.
lot of stuff.
Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Was she in a non-completable form? Alright, what does this say? If I have to
This
read it or not.
Girl is
Okay,
Tingyun.
yeah,
What a familiar name. Do I know her?
I mean, in a way, I guess.
Don't question it.
Somewhat.
Keep moving forward.
It's you.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here?
So long. Is that her?
Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait!
Okay, time to completely demolish these guys.
It too shall fall.
Jesus Christ, 91,000 damage, almost 92,000. Holy fuck, Acheron.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them?
And why is that one just chilling?
The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Could you just be straightforward for once, non-May?
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
In other words, you're playing with life. Stop it.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be
you
the
just don't have
exception.
feelings.
I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path, and only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
Alright, another good screenshot for a thumbnail. Alright,
Feeling
continue.
more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
How would you be speaking? Aren't you like...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens, I was able to fulfill his request.
Hmm? Who?
What about the other merchants?
Hold up, who? Whose request? Wait. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just remembering an Ashkai video I watched. Isn't Ron May working with Lao-Cha and Jingliu? Oh fuck no, I'm getting mad hungry and bad. Flashbacks right now. Oh fuck. Because let me get this straight. This world's version of Otto is involved in this, and then they essentially, yes, brought Tingyun back to life, right? But like, this whole like setup here feels so similar to how Otto was, like brought Kiana into existence and everything, right? Right through cloning and everything like that, you know. You know, I am getting far too many Hawkeye Impact vibes from this. I do not like it.
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
Yeah, because this motherfucker made adjustments to it for some fucking reason.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage.
There you go.
As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
It is fucking Otto. Motherfucker. I know he's not called Otto in this world, but he's a variant of Otto, and I do not trust him one fucking bit. I know that he has a piece of the fucking propagation body in that coffin of his. I know that they're trying to kill the abundance in some way. I don't trust whatever the fuck he's doing. Because no matter what, I guarantee you it is not out of selflessness. It is 100% out of selfishness.
Who?
Don't worry about it.
No,
You should sleep
really
for a
worry
little
about it
longer.
actually.
By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details.
Motherfucker.
I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
Welcome to Panic.
That's alright. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
I like how he said, so long as no one got hurt. Didn't you just say a few minutes ago that you almost died?
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting-Yun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Ting-Yun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Yeah. Also, he needs to keep an eye on this motherfucker.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous. How come I keep bumping into colleagues? Shall we keep going then?
Yeah, where are we going?
Did you forget already?
Yes.
Ting-Yun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to
Okay, I
help her
didn't
pick out
forget that.
souvenirs.
Okay, that's new.
I'm not too familiar with this planet.
Well,
I'm
technically, it's
worried
not really
an
a planet,
unscrupulous
but is that guy
cutthroat
throwing up
merchant will
rainbows?
try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. So
What? Why did that happen? Was that a fucking random event? Get the fuck away from me. Actually, I think we're gonna wrap that video here. Seems like a decent enough place to end it before we start something else. So that was mainly just well about. I'm just realizing that last week's video was mainly about like Sunday's back, and this week's video is mainly about Ting-Yun's back. Anyway though, just repeating some stuff I said at the end of the last week's video. New year, new stuff coming to the channel and everything, right? Right. Wuthering Waves is finally making its return with its release on PlayStation. Zenless Zone is going to be releasing late because I need to get these out, and then I'm having teeth pulled, so I can't exactly record them for like a good half a week at the very least afterwards. But yeah, at least you guys get these videos. Now, I am definitely going to record a video for next week. One slight little problem. Not problem, actually. What am I saying problem? One slight little difference, though, is that unlike how this video was recorded directly after last week's video, I am not going to record the next video right now because I am really fucking tired. So, yeah. I'm not gonna waste any more of both your and my time. Ignatus Vera Cognitius. I'll see you next week.